Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Street Justice here. Welcome back to my channel. We are back for the reaction to The Walking Dead. This is the final season, season 11, episode 4, Rendition. Now, the first two episodes of this final season, they left us on some pretty intense cliffhangers, I gotta say. But the third episode, it did something a little bit different because midway through the third episode, they actually introduced us to a Judas Walker, which was like burned and tied to a tree, jaw nearly ripped off, and then above it was actually a plaque that said Judas. And then at the end of the episode, Negan and Maggie, they actually left Alden in a church by himself, injured, to fend for himself, and the final shot of the episode was outside the church on a cross. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be introduced to a Judas Walker number 2. We shall see. There's only one way to find out. If you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash that like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. Is this episode 3? These are the events from episode 2. We did never see what happened to everybody that got captured, though. Concerned about Dog. I'm just gonna say it. Every reactor right now is saying, if Dog dies, we riot. This is straight out of like Manhunt, the video game. Oh shit. I don't think we've ever seen Daryl throw his crossbow at someone. 11 seasons in. Oh! Nice! No! Dog whimpered. They are definitely hunting him. They seem to move in silence too. I don't recognize the eyes, but I'm starting to think that might be Daryl's girl that he met in the bonus episodes of season 10. Even though I'm just going to say it, I'd much rather see him and Connie.
Let him go.
It's definitely got to be her. Holy shit.
I never thought I'd see you again.
How's Daryl going to respond to this?
I thought the same. We're going. Come on.
Dog! Fuck. Alright, they're pretty set up here. Got their own base. But why are they keeping them alive? Like, what are we doing here? Why is he tied up? Speak! Let us know what's going on. Jeez.
I came back for you. I looked everywhere for you. Sorry you ended up with these people.
These people are my family.
What?
You're filthy.
She just annoys me. Hopefully we don't have to deal with her all season. And it's not a knock on the actress, because I know like fans went after her, but she's not a fan of the character. What the fuck? Is this supposed to make me like the character? Wakes up to them waterboarding him. Daryl's been tortured enough in 11 seasons.
Again! The others. Are they still out there? I ain't one of them. Bullshit.
Daryl's a real one.
I'll handle it.
He'll crack. I just need a little more time.
I've given you enough time already. I need you to cooperate.
I told you everything.
You told us nothing.
I knew him less than a week.
She knows he's lying,
Go ahead,
but at the same time, she's trying to keep him alive. Not even gonna say anything? Seriously? And I just remember, didn't she leave Dog behind? Like in the cabin by itself? To starve to death? Who's that? Time for his waterboarding. Stay strong, man. I don't have faith in this one, though. It's an interesting shot right there. He's gonna stop by to stare at him every 10 minutes.
Just as stubborn as ever. You need to tell me the truth.
I've never lied to you. I'm not gonna start now.
She's just as annoying as Commonwealth.
If I could, you know I would.
Where's your settlement? Where are your people?
Let me go.
That guy got fucked up. They were way worse with him. Who did they find? Two of their own?
Right. It's okay, son. You did the right thing. You brought him home.
These guys are fucking weird. Guessing this is their leader. Pope, I think.
God, he's here. He's angry. I'm angry. Do you feel that?
Feel wrath and vengeance coming. He said it himself. Come on, Leah. Make me like your character.
What happened?
One of my brothers is dead.
You were soldiers.
We were. And we went private.
So they all served together.
Yeah, we lost a lot of people. You know, that's been hard.
It's like, I don't care. Let me out of this cage.
You didn't lose me. I came back and you were gone.
I asked you what you wanted.
You didn't ask. You gave him an ultimatum.
Doesn't matter. We wouldn't have worked anyway. Couldn't have been happy. Not in a world like this.
Is that you talking out your family?
I think he'll be good here. And we need the manpower. Turner gone.
Losing the day attracting our enemy. 'Cause you had to go on a fishing expedition with an old boyfriend.
Come on, you see it.
I just see a guy who wants to get in your pants.
Fine.
You do not know Daryl.
You could have ended him out there today. And you didn't. Fine.
Love.
At one point he meant something to me, but it ended the day you found me and I chose this family. And I have never once regretted that decision, and I don't want you to either.
I believe in you.
Trying to get a read on this Pope guy.
You think we can trust him?
Yeah.
Now let me see for myself.
Oh shit, here we go.
Hope is on his way.
So you won't tell me about this guy before I meet him?
Just follow my lead. Hey!
What the? I heard, was that gasoline? I heard something being poured. Okay, I guess she's no longer a Reaper. They turned on her quick. What a great family. That's a cool shot. You can do it. Get out there. Is this just like a test? Why waste one of their buildings? They could just shoot them. Or even easier, slit their throats if they want to get rid of them. Was that like an initiation? The fuck? This might be the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Forge file. Welcome him.
One of us, one of us. Because Daryl's officially a Reaper.
Got this one. You know, he did. You know, he walked 10 miles with his dead brother on his back. 10 miles.
Turner will have a proper burial. Just did what any one of us would have done.
Just have one question.
Sure.
What's that?
Something's been bothering me.
Your wounds are on your back.
Oh,
Where were you when Turner was being attacked?
I was right there just like I told you.
Uh-huh. It's takes divine strength. Face your fear head on today. God baptized you in that fire. Made you one of us. Here's one thing I forgot to tell you. Never turn your back on your brother. God doesn't only use fire as his baptism, it's also his wrath.
Yo, this is like Negan back in the sanctuary. They're actually showing it too. Holy. This guy. Something wrong with this guy. Alright guys, that was The Walking Dead, final season, season 11, episode 4, Rendition. And I'm going to be brutally honest, I did not enjoy that episode. That was the first episode of this final season that I did not fully like or enjoy. And it really sucks to say that because I've been really hyping myself up before going into every single episode, telling myself this is the final season. After this season, there's no more Walking Dead. Yeah, there's going to be spin-offs, but of the main show, this is it. So I want to appreciate every single episode going in and moving forward. But at the same time, I'm not going to be completely biased where if something is just not good, I'm not going to pretend like it is. So yeah, this recap is probably not going to be too favorable. For anybody that really enjoyed this episode, I completely understand it if you guys want to bail out right here, right now, because I'm going to dig deep on this one. But first, I do want to say, when it comes to the Leah character, I'm not really a fan of the character, but at the same time, that's no hate for the actress because I did see a story, I think initially after her first debut episode actually aired, where the actress got a lot of hate online, and I'm pretty sure she deleted her Twitter or something like that. I'm not condoning that at all. I have no hate whatsoever for the actress. I don't even know who she is. I'm sure she's a great person. She's doing a fine job with what she's being given. It's just in regards to what she's being given, that's what I have an issue with. I just don't buy the relationship between her and Daryl on screen. So that's really where my dislike for the character comes from. It has nothing to do with the actress, and I do not condone attacking the actresses or the actors or anybody a part of the show. You're not really a fan. That's what I was going to say. I don't even consider you a fan if you go out and do that. You're a psychopath. Like, you should not consider yourself a fan. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way because I did hear that before, and that's ridiculous. But yeah, Daryl already has a love interest in Connie. Like, I don't understand the importance or the need for this character of Leah. Like, every time she's been on screen too, it's just kind of slowed down the momentum. Her first episode, I did not enjoy that at all. There's so many bouncing around. In order to tell that story, which they were trying to tell, they had to like cut between like multiple years going back and forth, and it was just ridiculous. I felt like if she was ever so important, they should have debuted her earlier, or at least alluded to her or mentioned her previously before that one random bonus episode, which we were not initially even supposed to get. So you're telling me if we never got those COVID episodes, those bonus episodes, we never would have been introduced to her character and for a love interest for Daryl. Obviously, Connie's the one. Fans love Connie and Daryl. Like, if he's gonna hook up with anybody or be with anybody, she's the one. They built up that relationship over the past 2 seasons. Like, it makes sense. Fans are behind it. We're supporting it. Like, we like it. We want to see it. So just give it to us, you know? But instead, because of COVID and everything, in these bonus episodes, they introduced a new love interest for Daryl, which he already had one, so she wasn't needed. And up until this point, I'm just not buying it. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I don't know. That's one thing I want you guys to let me know, because I was going to say, I don't know how much of the fan base is on board with this, or would you just rather see him and Connie? Because that's what I want to ask you guys. Definitely let me know. Are you guys pro Leah and Daryl or pro Connie and Daryl? Because I would imagine that the majority of fans, they're not on board for this, but I could be completely wrong. I could be in the minority and not even know it. So that's why I want to gauge some interest from you guys and see where you guys all stand with it, because I know where I stand with it. I'm letting you guys know loud and clear. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to pretend to be on board with this when I'm just not feeling it. So yeah, this is probably I know this is coming off as bad too, like me hating on the show, but I guarantee you, I love the show like more than most people, so I want to let you guys know, like, I'm not a Walking Dead hater. I'm not one of those people that say, "Oh, The Walking Dead is still on. I guess that show is still Walking Dead." Like, I see that shit online and social media, and it's ridiculous. Like, Walking Dead got me back into comics. I'm looking over at my wall right now because there's a wall. The only action figures that I own are a wall of Walking Dead action figures. I have 2 Walking Dead posters. I have every single season. I have every single game. Like, I'm a pretty big fan, but I'm not going to beat around the bush if I don't enjoy something, or I don't like an episode, or I don't like a particular character or story arc. I'm going to let you guys know. I feel like it's important to do so. If I'm not doing that, then I'm not being real with my reactions, and I'm not being honest to you guys in my recaps or from my reactions. So that's something I always promised you guys too, that I would always do. So is keep it real. Even though say something is like widely beloved by the fans, and I might be going against the grain by saying I don't enjoy it, I'm still going to do that. I'm not going to lie and beat around the bush. So yeah, I'm holding myself to that. I have values when it comes to that, and this is my channel too. So if anybody that does not like what I'm saying right now, I completely understand. You don't have to agree with me. I just ask that you respect my opinion on it, because this is my recap, my reaction for it. But yeah, I feel like this has been a super negative recap, unfortunately, but this episode, in my opinion, I did not enjoy it. What do we get, really? Like, they did a major test initiation where they burned down a building with Leah and Daryl in it as a test, a proving ground to be birthed by fire or baptized by fire into their religion gang. Like, I don't know. In my opinion, I just thought the Reapers were a lot scarier with the mask. I know this is a negative review. This is the first episode of the season I did not enjoy. And maybe a little bit of it is having to do with the fact that I thought we were going to jump right into finding out what's going down with Alden being left at the church. They did mention the church and allude to it, so they kind of mentioned it a little bit, but they didn't actually show us what's going to come from it. So I'm still waiting to see. I'm sure the next episode we'll get to it, but it kind of reminds me of the Glenn situation, Glenn in the dumpster. You can't leave us on a cliffhanger like that and like basically foreshadow something bleak about to happen. In the Glenn case, basically showing his death and completely fooling all of us, and then going I think it was a few episodes before they finally revealed that he didn't actually die. So if we have to wait a few episodes to find out Alden's fate, like, come on. If we have to wait until the end of the next episode where they finally show up and then we find out the outcome, his fate at the end of the episode, that's completely fine. But if they make us go another 2-3 episodes without finding out, I'm going to snap. So yeah, I definitely was disappointed by that as well. If I'm being honest with you guys, I did want to see what the outcome of leaving Alden behind was and what is actually going to happen to him, if anything at all. If nothing does happen to him, then what was the freaking point of that outro or that final scene there of the episode 3, the last episode? So yeah, I definitely want to find out what's going on with him. This episode, I understand it was important. We had to get to know the Reapers a little bit more, but like I said, I feel like they're scarier with the mask now that we've seen behind the curtain. They pull back the curtain. I don't know. I'm not really loving these Reapers as much. When we first seen them 2 episodes ago with that sneak attack on our group with like Negan and Maggie and all them, like that was freaky with them walking down the street with masked up. That was like straight out The Purge, and the bodies hanging along the side of the road. That was freaking phenomenal. But now this episode, when they took off the mask and they're just like regular people, yeah, they're a little bit religious. I did like the fact that they were military previously, but it makes sense, like being mercenaries and whatnot, having the skill set that they do have. But I don't know, guys. I think I'm just going to end it there because this episode was disappointing for me. Hopefully the next one, I see in front of me, the next one is called Out of the Ashes. So I don't know if that's alluded to more of the baptism by fire, Daryl and his introduction to the gang, like he's now fully a part of them. Obviously we know he's not fully on board with them, or is that alluded to another Judas, somebody being burnt to the ground? So Alden, I don't know, but I made sure not to watch the final scene because I don't know. I try to avoid trailers nowadays because I feel like they show way too much and it does ruin the reaction a little bit. But yeah, with that said, guys, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like and subscribe, really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, then you play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I'm not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me, then I wash you for a week till my heart